So I've planned out everything for my first HAED. I've trimmed some stitches off the top, the bottom, and the right and the left to get it to fit on my roll of 18 count Ada I have. So that brings it down to under 300,000 stitches, which is still going to take me forever. I've set up Pattern Keeper so the very first grid block is on the lines, and there are this many colors in the first block of this max color HAED. So yeah, I definitely don't have all these colors, but I got a marketplace order of a bunch of like a big shoebox of cotton flosses that are DMC coated but not DMC. So I'm hoping that there are a lot in there that will equal a full set of DMC coats. So I'm not gonna get any of these yet. I'll just start with what I have and start chipping away at that first block today probably. Oh, this is massive. Can't remember which one of these is better. I'll be fine, I guess. Alright, my little, it looks like this is not cut straight. So let's start on, I want to start on the side that's less, fewer rows. It'll be this right here. Okay, why don't you put it somewhere to dry then? I should have exactly 2 inches all the way around.
It's snack time.
First dot right here is going to be the corner. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this is a massive project, so I don't think it would behoove me to grid out more than like 10 squares right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Meet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That is for Daddy. Oh, what is that? It's going up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That looks amazing. Did you make that? Yeah. How is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Maybe this is for me.
So we have 4 by 3 is 12. Let's do some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I'm gonna go down one more and then call it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. gives me 2,500 to work on. Just kidding, I just realized that this is actually the top right corner. And I was gonna start in the top left. So I need to count all the way across now. Actually, I just realized I can just flip it over and then boom, it's the top right instead of the top left. So we good. So I have it all hooked up. And eventually I'm gonna turn these two pins into my needle minders for this project because they're adorable. And I think they go perfectly with this project. All right, so I landed on a main needle minder and a heart needle minder, both of which are for sale in my shop. This one comes in a package of 4, all main themed. You guys are cute. I need a needle. I think this is the right size. Yep. And I need to pull some threads so we can get started. Oh my goodness, all this extra fabric is bonkers. Look at this. And this isn't even like a really big one. I cropped it. Like, oh my gosh. It's gonna be hard to get my arm under there. I think we'll zoom in for you on the first block. And I don't have the color for this very first stitch. So I'm gonna pull out 905. And there are 4 stitches of 905 in this block. So I'm gonna do all 4 of those. This is 18 count and I'm planning on doing 2 strands. I don't know if that's a mistake or not. Do I do 2 strands half cross? I don't know. I don't think 2 strands half cross is enough coverage for 18 count. I'll do some stitches in the first block in 2 strands full cross and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so I may end up switching to a smaller frame just while I work on the top because this is a lot to reach through and I only have a 2-inch margin, so it's really close to the frame. Alright, there's our first stitch on this project. I think that looks good. I've done 1 other project, no, 2 other projects, 2 strands full cross on 18. And one of them ended up being fairly thick. The other one didn't, so I don't know what the difference was. All right, we need to go down a whole row and then over 3. So here, and 1, 2, 3 over. Right? Yep. I think. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4. No, this is right. Okay. And then over a full block. Down 1. And that's kind of perfect because that was a really short length of thread. All right, and I am going to be pinning. I'm just gonna pull it over here and pinning it in the middle of the square. If I can get it to go through the Ada where I want it. Dude, 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 There we go. That'll do. All right, I'm gonna leave this, I think. Okay, so that's the first 4 stitches done. All right, that was... Full disclosure, I already messed up. This was supposed to be 9:05, and I pulled 9:09. So, off to a great start. Okay, now we have the right color. Okay. 9:05. Down over 3 to this one, just like before.
Don't forget about school.
Okay. This one. Bring it over and pin it. I'm going to put it in a different square this time because I've already gone through that square and loosened it up. Here? Here? Come on, there we go. The tapestry needles aren't great for this. All right, well, we have quite a bit of string here, so I'm going to just clip it there. All right, we'll put the 9:05 back. I should probably get like a card or something to put these on, because this needs to also be in my bird cell. Okay, what's the next color here that I have? 986, I should have that. Excuse me. Alright, I know I have 986, it's just a matter of finding it. Dark green. Here it is. It's also in the bird cell. Okay. 986, yes. Double check myself here. Okay, that's underneath. I must have wound something on top of this. Okay, well, I'm just gonna cut a small length because I don't need a ton. Real question is, do I do parking? I don't know. I was doing parking on the winter scene that I have from Luca S. And I liked it, but like moving it around and stuff was tough. And I was planning on leaving this HAED on this snap frame. But it can't stay here in the clamps on my desk because I use my desk for work too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do there. What's up, dude? No, we're not sharpening anything over here right now, okay? It'll be too loud. Okay, let me pause. Hold on. just got a comment from Woolly Woolly Sheep Sheep. I'd love to see your setup as I'm doing my full coverage working with a hoop. I'll read the rest of it in just a second. Let's see. Can't get a frame that's large enough to hold my pieces. Yeah, that's a problem with these big ones. I've seen some people do like a scroll frame setup, and you can actually fold the excess fabric over if you put something underneath on this top edge, and you can scroll it, or like in reverse if you're working on the top. I'll see if I can find a link to a video that I watched. I tried that and it worked fairly well. It took some fiddling though to get everything lined up properly, because you're messing with the amount of fabric that's under one side of the piece. But if you're planning on putting it on a scroll frame and, you know, just leaving it there, that is a thing that you could do. I've seen people do it and it works. So you said you're using a hoop now. I don't know if you have a scroll frame, but it's certainly worth a try. As far as my setup, I can show you in a second here, but I am at my desk with some desk clamps that I got off Amazon. And they're hooked up to the counter behind me. Well, not behind me, but behind the desk, because I sit on the other side of our kitchen. And the clamps are just clamped right to the counter, and they're reaching over my desk so that I can put my snap frame into them. You totally could use a scroll frame with this setup too. I actually have some scroll bars, but I wanted to get this on a frame quickly without having to, you know, fiddle with it like I was telling you about, because this fabric is 36 inches wide, so it's fairly wide. But that's the answer to your question. And this is so loose. I'm gonna have to scroll this. This is driving me nuts. Right, I'm gonna go over into the next square. Do I park? I think I'm gonna park it. I'm gonna park it so that it's very clear that this is here for this stitch. Do I park it? No, that's gonna cause confusion because I usually park in the bottom left of my stitches. 1, 2, 3 over is where this one goes. Oh my goodness, stop. There we go. All right. I may decide later that I don't want to do this, but for now I'm going to. All right, I'm gonna mark those off, and then I need to, I'll show you on my screen actually. I should be able to show you without having to zoom out. Okay, let me see. Can you see that? You can. Okay, and I'm gonna go down to more, and I'm going to park in the lower left because that's where I put it. That's how you park in Pattern Keeper, and it'll show like a little triangle there. Okay, let's see what the next color is. 890. Let's see if I have that one in my box. I do. All right, I'm gonna return these to birds. Give it back to the birds. We're at 890. I thought about kitting this up, but like A, I don't have all of the threads I need, right? And B, I would just be taking out like half of my DMC collection from my bobbin boxes. I was like, well, I don't really like the sound of that. So I'm just gonna work out of my boxes. I would need like 2 boxes anyway for this monstrosity. So it just made more sense to do it this way. So I just have my 3 bobbin boxes full of DMC. sitting next to me at the moment. And I'm working from that. All right, there are 4, 5, 6 stitches in this block of this color, and then one right next to those 6 in the next block. So I'm gonna do that one, and then there's no more in these 2 blocks. So I'm gonna snip it. So far I'm liking the coverage of 2 strands on 18. Usually I like to be able to see my crosses, but I think with this being a HAED, full coverage HAED, that's not really the goal. The goal is like tapestry. So I'm okay with this as of right now. I don't know if it'll stick, but get those, I think they're JP like Clark or something threads. I'll see if I can pop a picture in of the, she actually sent me a video too. It's like a shoebox full of threads. She said they were her mother's. So I'm assuming maybe her mom had gotten like a full DMC code collection, because that's kind of what it looks like. They were all like different colors. So I'm hoping I will have a full set of DMC codes. Obviously they're not DMC threads, but it said 100% cotton, so at least it's not acrylic, because I've tried the acrylic threads and they're crap. At least in my opinion. I mean, if they work for you, they work for you. That's great. But like, I have the hardest time threading those threads in a needle. And I work on such small count that I can't use a needle threader that doesn't break after like 3 uses. So for me, it's just not worth the pennies saved. Okay, so we're gonna pull this a few stitches over and pin it. I'm not even worried about doing like full pin stitches because I'm gonna be stitching over these, literally every single one. Okay, so that's 890 done. Let's put this back on the bobbin. And I think I'm gonna take a break and get some coffee. Return to your home. Like a Pokemon. 890, return. Do I have 782? I know I have 782. It's just not in here. Birds. It's in with the burbs. 783. 782 would be darker. Where is it? Donde estás? That's 780. That's too dark. Maybe it's not in here. 783. Hmm. 72, where are you? Trying to think of where it would be. Alright, I'm just gonna pause, get coffee, get 782. Burb. Okay, I found it. And I got some coffee. It was in with my Master Chief project, which I'll throw up on the screen here so you can see it while I'm getting some thread. I charted that to do for my husband. I will complete it at some point. I have this habit of starting things and yeah, I'm sure you understand. It's on 32 count black Lugana, and boy is it hard to see. I was doing 2 strands over 2 threads, so it's a challenge. I think that's part of why I kind of left it by the wayside for a little bit. All right, I need you to go in there. Come on. All right, there we go. We're gonna do a pin stitch because I don't have a loop on this one. I guess I could have just taken one of the, never mind, it doesn't matter. I'll show you how I do my pin stitches anyway. All right, so then it's gonna be hard to see, but I'm gonna go between the 2 fabric threads, not fabric threads, gosh, the floss, back down in the hole that I just came up in, so like that. And this is the bottom leg of my cross. Okay, so that's half, that's basically a quarter stitch, right? I'm gonna move these out of the way. Hopefully you can see. And I'm gonna come back down in the other quarter, right? Do the same thing. Go in between the floss strands in the middle of the square. This basically locks that tail in place and it will not go anywhere. Trust me, I've had to pull stitches out with a pin stitch at the beginning and like sat there and tried to get the pin stitch out for several minutes. Right? And then I'll just go over, do my top leg. And it's good. There's only 2 of these in this box, and there's none to the right, and there's none to the bottom. So we're just gonna bring it over and snip. What, baby? You're done with the picture. Okay, give me just a second. I gotta pull this through here. Oh, there we go. Oh, look how cute Muffin is. Great job. I love her green tutu. Thank you, sweetie. Is this for me? Or do you want to put it on the fridge? Did you use a sparkly marker? Alright, and then for these leftovers, we just clip it right down, and it'll be just fine.
I'll put it on the fridge.
Okay, baby. I'll have to get really close to that when I pull this off the frame. Okay, so let's put 782 back in my Master Chief box, and then we'll see what color we need next. So far, I've only been missing 1. And we've done like 4 or 5 colors. 3 greens, 1 gold, so yeah, 4 colors. 4 of the 5 colors we've needed so far I had. So that's pretty good, actually. Nope, wrong box. Master Chief box. 782. Alright, what's the next color? 732. I don't think I have that one. No, I don't. So we're gonna have to skip that one. 469. Pretty sure I have that one. What's up, babe? We're gonna go outside after lunch. 469 is also in my master box. And there are 5 stitches of this in this block. So let's grab this tiny little end here. This is a really cool green. It's like sprucey, piney green. I'm just gonna pull one of these so we can do a loop start for 5 stitches. I'm not pinning. There we go. The This should be plenty for 5 stitches.
I am hot.
Come on. Can't be struggling to thread the needle. It's because there's like a really thin strand sticking out. There you go. Okay. So right here. Yeah, no. Oh gosh. Those are in the wrong spot. Okay, we gotta fix that before we do anything else. Burb. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the 469 and then we'll go back to the 782. Because they were not in the right spot. I may have to do full grid lines because I'm having a hard time seeing like where I'm at in the box with just the dots. And then 3. There's actually a stitch of this in the box below. Do I do it? If I have enough thread to carry and do that stitch, I think I'm gonna get it done. Dude, chill.
Did you not stay with you? No, I did.
Okay, as long as I can put it in the right spot. Let's see. 3, it's the 3rd, and then 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 1 down. Let's see if it'll reach. Yep, it'll reach. I think I'm gonna do this stitch. I'm gonna see if there's any more. Nope, this is the only one in this box, so yeah, I'm definitely doing it. I think to finish this, I'm gonna just pull it right back into this square because it's gonna be a while before I get down there. But I am gonna finish this block up, so let's, can needle, come on. Release the thread. Release, there we go. And I'll snip it closer as we get over there. We actually need to do 782 over here, so let's do that. Mark off these, go back and do the 782 that I messed up. Right, 782. Alright, this time we will pull a single and then loop it. Because, yeah. Okay, so it goes right here. What threw me off is that I didn't do that very first stitch because I didn't have that color. That's why I messed it up. So it goes here. And this block. So we're going over our string underneath that we just pulled. This would give me 4 stitches over. I think this is fine. I don't want to pull it too far, so that'll do. It's not right in the middle, but it'll work. I have a question actually for you HAED stitchers. If you've ever started a max color and for obvious reasons, oops, switched to the regular colors, does that work or is it too different? That is a question that I have. So if you want to answer in the comments, let me know. Because I'm gonna give this the old college try. But it's taken me a while to just do 100 stitches, so I don't know how much I'm gonna want to stick to this. All right, the next color is 987. Where is 987? Pretty sure I have 987. To consolidate all of my threads and get them out of boxes and bags so that I can work out of my full collection for this one. I'm just gonna skip 987 for now. 988. Lord have mercy. I have 989 in my box, but not 988. Pretty sure I have it though. 910. I have 910. Okay. I'll do 910. And there's only 2 stitches of this side by side, so 910. I think today as a project, I'm going to basically de-kit stuff and put it all in my master boxes, because if I don't, I'm going to be constantly looking all over the house for threads. Alright, can I please get this off of here? I'm struggling to get this. There we go. 910. This is a teeny tiny little piece of thread, but it'll work for 2 stitches. I think this was actually one of the colors used in the magical rainbow unicorn that I did for my oldest daughter. I think it only used like a few stitches of it. So I have a ton left. All right, this goes here. Yes. And then the other stitch is diagonal to the right of it, so we're not going far. Whoop, whoop. back down. I don't want to catch those. Okay, that's those two. Let's bring it over here. Not too far. Although it doesn't really matter because I'm not saving the rest of this, that's for sure. Okay. Right, those are done. What is next? What is this color? 976. I know for sure I have that. 976 right there. There's a single stitch of this here. Oh gosh. I mean, what can you do but laugh, right? I know for a fact I looked at both versions of this, the mock-up for both, and obviously came to the conclusion that the max color looked better. But like, I didn't know. I was not informed. I only need one stitch, so let's pull one of these. This may drive me crazy, guys. It's like I've never done something with more than 86 colors. I think the Rainbow Unicorn was 86. And that felt like a lot at the time. Like, obviously this one's bigger, but like 236 colors? 236. Ow. I hit the desk. It's a really short piece of thread. I think I understand why people bring the thread over into the next block now. Because if you don't, it's in the way. So let's bring this over here then. I hate going that far with it, but I mean, I'm just gonna chuck it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. And this one got stitched over, so we can clip that one down. That's good. Alright, that one stitch of 976 is done. What's this? 783. I know for a fact I have 783, so let's save this for eventual one-of stitches. If I can even get it on there. Struggling. Right, 976 back in the box. And then we need 783. Which is not in here. I believe it is in here. And the birds. Again, one stitch. 73 goes right here. Right over where we just clipped that thread, actually. Down. Now there is a stitch of this in the next block over, but we would be carrying 15 stitches, and I don't want to do that. So we're just gonna pull it over here and tack it with this one. Okay, that's that stitch done. That won't be useful. Toss it. Right, next color. 801. I don't think I have that color. I'll look though. Oh, I do actually. That may be one of the new ones I got with the market haul because I don't remember having this one. All right, we got 2 stitches. 2 this time. I gotta put all these threads away. I'm building up threads on my thing here. Alright, there's 801. Let's put 910 away. And 73 goes back in the birds. I feel like I'm spending more time threading up and threading down than I am actually stitching. And I don't know if I like that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, we got 2 stitches side by side, the same color. It's like
I'm sitting and walking.
win the lottery. Silly girl.
I know.
What?
Do you think the boys will be coming over?
Tomorrow evening
Ooh.
is the plan. Yeah.
Are they going to be here for dinner?
No. No, they'll be here after dinner.
Oh. We're obviously not going to be outside. We're obviously not going to be downstairs, right?
No, no, no. All right, what's the next color here? 938. Alright, that's the 1 stitch of this done. This is where I got in, gosh, I don't know. I feel like it was almost an hour, but I could be wrong. So I think I'm gonna look into whether I could convert to the regular color of this and see what that looks like. So if you guys have any tips, let me know.